So I'm not sure if I talked about this yet, but sometimes in the night, if condensation collects on the inside of my tent, if the end of my quilt hits the end of my tent, it will get the quilt damp, and we don't want that. So typically in the evening, I will spread my raincoat over the end of my quilt just to kind of keep any dampness away. I also typically will put my food bag in my pack liner, and then I'll wrap that up tight and put it in my pack, close the pack, leave that outside my tent so that no mice try to come in my tent. Well, last night we had bear boxes for our food bags. So my food bag was in there and I had my pack liner handy, and I thought, oh, well, I'll just put my whole toe box like right into that pack liner, and that'll keep it nice and dry and it won't slip off in the night. I should know better. It's a sign of how long it's been since I've done this that I absolutely should know better. When I woke up this morning, the whole inside of that bag was damp. When you wrap yourself in something that doesn't breathe, all the condensation from your body from the night will collect in that something and just stay there. So of course, my toes were nice and warm, but the whole end of my quilt was damp. The inside of the bag was damp. Everything was damp. So my tent, ironically enough, was perfectly dry. So I didn't even need it. But, you know, I always do it anyway, just in case. So I'm going to have to reconfigure how I pack my pack until our next long break. And then I can lay my quilt out to dry. So, because the quilt usually goes in the bottom of the bag. Now it's going to have to go in the top. So packing your pack is tricky. Once you have a system down, when you have to reconfigure that system, it's kind of hard because you want the heaviest items in the center. And putting the quilt and the sleeping pad in the bottom helps to keep the heaviest things in the center, which for me is my food bag. That's typically your heaviest item, is your food bag. So yeah. And then you want the tent at the top because that's the first thing you're going to pull out and set up when you get to camp. So anyway, so that was my morning so far. You can see my tent behind me airing out on top of the bear box. So we'll see. So we've been doing all this road walking since yesterday because we heard from many hikers that the trail in this section is actually really overgrown, a lot of blowdowns, hard to navigate, and also poison oak, which I'm very susceptible to. So we decided to road walk, and I decided to let Ghost Hiker do all of the navigating and configuring because she had the satellite maps downloaded and I did not. So when she hikes ahead of me in the morning, like today, and I'm left to navigate on my own, I thought, oh, shoot, now I actually have to work. But I don't actually have to work because nobody else is walking this road. So all I have to do is follow her footsteps. There's one. There's another. So I just keep going. How exactly is this a road?
Christ, this is proper rock crawl.
Oh, crikey, bloody mighty.
100% sketchiest road walking I've ever done. Kind of an odd place for there to be a picnic table. There's nothing else here. Oh, if wood could talk. Bye, fella. So this is Splinter's cabin. We both feel very sure that we came here last time, but we just don't quite remember.
I think we did.
Yeah?
We came up here and took a break.
I feel like we did. A side trail from the cabin led us back to the PCT, where we immediately began to see other hikers. Magic and fish fry. That road walk was a nice little side quest, but it's good to be back on the trail. I didn't come out here to hike no roads. These first couple hundred miles of the PCT were a bit strange for me. Not only had I been here before and really only remembered bits and pieces of it, but I had some new struggles going on personally that I wasn't carrying the first time I did this. I found myself battling emotions and thoughts that I never imagined that I would on this trail. I had come out here hoping to find solace from these things, and instead it felt like they were following me. I might talk more about these personal struggles in a different video. Oh. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Hope everyone's okay.
Believe you, Trooper.
I didn't even ask. He offered.
I know, it's true.
Whew. Big boys. Dang. That's heavy duty. So we stopped to get some water at the creek at mile 309.3, riddled with poison oak and poison ivy. It was everywhere. We had to do a little dance to get up the trail. A lot of sashay to the right, sashay to the left to try to avoid touching it. Oh my gosh, it was everywhere. Whew. No, thank you. I've been walking along this creek all day. Called Deep Creek for a reason. It's just full of those deep pools. Even at the hot springs, it was full of deep, beautiful pools to swim in. It was really nice. Gonna cross a bridge. She had the apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. She got the whole club looking at her. Yup, it's a bridge. Going on the bridge. Oof. Going on the bridge. Oh, look. Look what it is. It's a fish. See the fish? Thus ended day 25 on the PCT. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we arrive in Wrightwoods sooner than expected, under some not-so-great circumstances. See you next time.
In the morning, in the evening, leave a comment or like. It's Trooper Takes a Hike. I don't know how do you want me to send it to you, dude.